Great. So actually today is a very interesting lecture as you know that we are in a series of lectures mainly about like integration of social skills, soft skills in working environments. And today actually we will have one of our colleagues, Doni here, which has a great experience in this sector, and she agreed to share with us this experience. And as you know, normally our lecture extended a bit more than 1 hour. So actually, without any delay, I would like to invite Doni to start to invite herself, introduce herself, introduce the lecture, and then please keep your question either in chat or once we finish, you can just unmute yourself and ask. So please, the floor for you, Tony, for your presentation.
Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. You can hear me? Okay, so my name is Doni Sapienza. Thank you so much to Mirko Viola and all the organizers for inviting me. And it's a pleasure for me to be here with you this afternoon. So we will speak about soft skills and social entrepreneurs this afternoon. And I just introduce myself. My name is Doni Sapienza, and I am the vice president of a little cooperative, small cooperative based in Sicily. Our aim is job placement and career guidance for youth, young person, because we work within Salesian congregation. I don't know if you know it, but it's a big religious congregation working around the world with young person. Our cooperative was founded 34 years ago, and we work with the person that have some vulnerability, but they want to be positive, to make a change, to have a job and something like that. So we work for and with them. Okay? Just to give you some information about my daily job, my daily work. What about, may I share the screen already? Okay. So can you see it?
Yes, perfect. Maybe you can make it in presentation mode.
Yeah.
And please don't forget to share the sound.
Okay, so let's try again, just a moment. Okay. So here you can see the logo of our cooperative, Centro Orizzonte Lavoro. And this is what we will see this afternoon together. Let's start with a Mentimeter, because I would like to know, what do you know about social entrepreneurship? And what do you think about it? So we'll try like that. So I think that you already know how to use it. Is it like that? You just have to use this code, 8 numbers, and you can give your opinion. Does it work?
I am trying. Hope the other
Okay.
also try to log. 55568 6. It's written code 5 not working. It's not working.
Or you can use the QR code if it's easy.
Okay, just 1 second.
This is the I see only instruction words.
Okay, it's the second slides.
Open. Instruction. Yes, I am in the instruction.
Maybe you should
Okay.
turn on the poll.
Okay. No, so let's try with another code.
Mhm.
Last time, otherwise we go ahead without Mentimeter. So the other code is 64
Sort of.
18
Maybe again. Sorry.
64
64
18 6824.
54186824. Doesn't work.
Okay.
Let's try again.
So,
okay, yeah. Okay.
Working, and
I mean,
it's
yes.
send me to the instruction page.
okay, we'll write down the other
Maybe yes.
code. Yeah, of course you can. If
Yes,
you're not
please.
able to get in, you can use the chat so that we can start
Yes,
to understand what is the framework.
I
Okay, thank you.
suggest that.
Thank you so much.
Actually, maybe I can share my thought as a beginning, if it is okay for you.
No, it's the same. You
Yes.
can just write down in the chat, okay?
Yes.
Okay, a company work for society, doing business while bringing something positive. Okay, so what is important is to make sure that there is a social impact. Okay, something else? Okay, so far, something positive to the society. social impact. Mirko, if you start like this, how can we get at the hand? Okay, so thank you so much for your answer. So now let's try to see together what is a social entrepreneurship, because a lot of the things that you said are really, really important. And
Another one.
you can see it. Okay, environmental impact. Okay, let's see. The definition of social entrepreneurship is an organization that aims to make money in order to serve a useful social purpose. Main features are work on a sensitive issue, so what you said, social impact, generating a positive return to society. Someone of you said something similar. A for-profit endeavor. This is always an issue when you speak about social entrepreneurship. Is a for-profit or non-for-profit? Every time is a sensitive issue. So in Italy, we have a law brought in 2017 that it's about no-profit and social entrepreneurship. So for us, is kind of both. I mean, the main purpose should be no-profit. That for sure you have make money. Otherwise, how can you go ahead without have a profit? But this profit should be reinvested to have a social impact. So what you said is very, very important. Every social entrepreneur and his work should have a social impact and should create a change. This is very, very important. And maybe it could answer to the question that Mirko wrote down before. How can you measure social impact? It's not easy. I mean, there are some evaluation and monitoring methods to measure the social impact, but it's not easy because sometimes you cannot measure it. It's not just quantitative, but for you, it's important the quality. So as you know already, it's not easy to measure a quality, or it's not easy to measure a change, because this is the main aim of a social entrepreneur, to make a change. Okay. Do you know some social entrepreneur that you like or something like that? Could you tell me someone, or I don't know, make an example? I will do it, but just to understand. Okay, and yours? Patagonia. Okay. Sorry, because I cannot see the chat easily. So I have to stop and then look at it, okay? So another word that we have in our title is changing word. It could help in understand social entrepreneur nowadays. Why? Because the world is changing quickly. So it changed even the way to do our job and to have an impact. So for some people used to say that social entrepreneurship is a recent phenomenon, but it's not like that. As you can see here, I wrote some examples. In 18th century, we have some pioneers like Robert Owen and Florence Nightingale. Do you know them? No. Okay, so Robert Owen, he was a social reformer who established worker cooperatives, the first worker cooperatives that aim to improve working condition in a very different labor market. Okay, now we have a lot of cooperatives and like subjects that can work with this kind of problems, issue, or something like that. But in 18th century, it was not like that. And Florence Nightingale, Lady with the Lamp. Oh, you know it, come on. It was a person who worked on healthcare. And during the Crimean War, so a lot of years ago. Okay. Just to say that it's not recent, but a lot of people worked to have a social impact and to change our world. But why we now speak about changing world? What happened? Millennium Development Goals, MDGs, that we all know. Is a contribute step by step to arrive to our last slides to understand why we speak about changing world. Okay, so we had in 2015 the MDGs, then Agenda 2030, the SDGs, and we still have the ESG, environmental, social, and governance, that are something a bit different because they are in the world of entrepreneurship. That's even profit one, okay? So we have report about this 3 methods. And we had some problem with the pandemic, because if you are able to read on the web about the Agenda 2030 or the SDGs, till 2019, we were doing so. But during the pandemic, it was a disaster, as we all know. Now we are working on it. All the countries are working on it. In some country, you can see that they are doing well, they are on track, but it's not the same in all the countries in the world. And we have a report. I cannot show it now, but you can just download it from their website. It's a report about how we are doing, okay? So you can just download it and it's very interesting. So this is the first step in a changing world, okay? Many years ago, maybe it was not like that. Yes, the social sector, it has been really important. But what about people? Let's see the second step. Now we know that people are interested in social sector, in a sustainable lifestyle, but it was not the same with our grandparents. So I reported here 2 studies on sustainable lifestyles and the one about Eurobarometro, just to make you understand what people think about this kind of issues. As you can see, people interested in green issues and sustainability this year are 79% in Italy. So in 2015, we have 36% minus. Okay, I don't know if you understand. I don't know if it's well written, but what I would like to say is that in like 8 years, we have an increasing interest in this kind of topics. And it could help even the social entrepreneurship. Because if there is not, interest, it's very difficult to work on this kind of issue. But now it's easier. The same with Eurobarometro. So EU citizens think that EU should invest in renewable energies, wind, solar power. 85% is an high percent. Third one, communication channels. The web, social network, TV. Like, what about Greta Thunberg? We all know Greta Thunberg, the sustainability issue, green or digital transformation. Thanks to web, social network, blog. So that's why we'll speak about a changing world. Okay, so we'll spoke about the framework, but what about a social entrepreneur? I rated here the 4, like I don't want to say the most important, but maybe the most famous social entrepreneurs. Do you know them? Bill Drayton, or Muhammad Yunus, for sure. He worked with microcredit, the bank. Okay. So we have 4 persons here. What was really surprising for me was this Blake Mykowski, that I don't know if you know him, that he was the person who created the 1-for-1 model. I think that he is very inspiring because he was in Argentina in 2006, I think. And he decided, he saw a lot of people in need, and he decided to found let's say a business to just sell shoes. Okay, so you understand well, you get well. He decided to sell shoes, and for every pair of shoes sold, the Toms would provide a new pair to a person in need. So it's a really simple model if you think about it. But he just creates a model 1-to-1, and the shoes, they were the beginning, but he decided to apply the same model, the same method, even to other things, like safe water or healthcare. He did the same using this kind of model. Yunus, I think that you know it. The Grameen Bank that was created in Bangladesh, and it's about microcredit. But I'm not sure about Bill Drayton. So that's why I would like to show you a brief video about it. Are you able to hear? Okay.
Reclaim is working class young people being seen, being heard and leading change.
The African Prisons Project works to bring dignity and hope to people in prison in Africa.
The Homeless World Cup is an organisation which uses football to change the lives of homeless people throughout the world.
The Ashoka Fellowship for me is a community of people who are working to serve others, who are working to creatively tackle difficult challenges.
And then of course you get all the kind of other practical support that the network can provide. So this issue about information sharing, sharing best practice, working together is key in my opinion, and Ashoka's superb at doing that.
We ask the children to create beautiful work that has an impact on the world around them and has an impact on the community, because when they leave school, the world is going to need them to create work that has a value and that makes a difference. That's what the world needs, so we should teach it in schools.
Our teachers want us to be change makers.
To learn empathy,
creativity,
teamwork
and leadership.
To know what we're best at
and to fulfill that potential.
Okay. Did you know it? Ashoka? No, maybe no. It's kind of a business that help change makers and support them to change, to make an impact. Okay. Okay, so framework, some example, and a CV, because the second part of our meeting, it's about soft skills for a social entrepreneur. Okay, so some of you asked about a model. So we can talk about it after, but I mean, it's not that you have, not always you have a model. So it's the same for a CV. Who can be a social entrepreneur? Everyone. It's not that you have to have a specific path. So we saw 4 persons, and they were manager, professor, writer, or entrepreneur. But at the same time, we had a lot of other professional profiles. There is no a specific path, but for sure, there are specific soft skills that you have to become a social entrepreneur. And usually it's a step-by-step path. If you like it, you can just Google the 4 persons that we saw before, and you would see that they are not the same professional profile, but they have something that is common. Okay, and what is common for them? Let's discover it. Soft skills. So I think that you all, you know what are soft skills. Okay, I just put the definition, but they are really, really important nowadays. Not just for social entrepreneur, because I mean, in 1 month, I can check 1,000 CV, and all of them, they have the same soft skills in the CV. But when you have an interview, even during the interview, you can understand that some soft skills, they are not there. So soft skills are personality traits and behavior that will help candidates get hired and succeed in their work. So if soft skills are very important for every sector, they are even more in the social entrepreneurship. So let's just look at this video, and then we can talk together about soft skills. So it was just to make you understand what is a soft skill. Okay, so we have hard skill and that are the technical skills that you have to have, and soft skills. I wrote down here some of the most important social skills for a social entrepreneur. So you can read them. Have a vision. I think that this one is one of the most important for a social entrepreneur. It should be able to understand the word and to understand which one is the most sensitive issue in that moment and how he can change it, how he can make an impact. So this is very, very important, and I think that this soft skill is common to the 4 people that we saw before. To be creative, I can be able to see the problem, but maybe I'm not able to understand how can I solve it. So to have the ability to build up something that can solve that problem, or let's say contribute to solve that problem. This is very, very important. Problem solving. For sure, create a startup or a cooperative or an entrepreneurship. You will face problem. For sure. Even if you are you are very good at it, but for sure you will face problem. So you should have a problem solving skill. And even the people who work with you, they should have it. Time management. Today, this is very, very important for all the people who want to work, but it's even more important for a social entrepreneur. He has to write down a business plan. It's not that you work in a social sector, so you don't need a business plan. For sure, you will need it. And you need this ability, time management, team building. That is even more important in a social sector. It's important for you to have a team, not just people who work with you. Workers should share the goals, the aim. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Leadership. I think that it's not, useful to explain what leadership is. But for a social entrepreneur and for an entrepreneur, it's crucial. Empathy with people, with beneficiaries, with workers. Flexibility. Sorry, I made a mistake to be able to. Flexibility. This is very important in a changing world, because the situation can change in a month. So you should be able to adapt yourself and your startup, cooperative, or your business Otherwise, you cannot go ahead. Conflict resolution inside your business and even outside with competitors, with other people, with institutions sometimes, with public sector. And you should be able to solve the problem. Analysis, it's what we said before. Have a vision. You should be able to make an analysis of your context. Critical thinking and self-motivation. Because I can ensure that if you don't have self-motivation, you cannot work in this sector. Because sometimes it could happen that you think that maybe it's useless what you are doing, that you are not going to get your aim. So self-motivation and to be able to motivate workers, the other people is very, very important. Is crucial for a social entrepreneur. So we can try again with skills ranking with the Mentimeter, but just a moment, I will give you the number, okay? So it's 1932. We can try again. We will use the chat. So 1932 8753. One nine. 8753. Let's try like this. Otherwise, we will use the chat again.
Domenica, I just see that I succeed to log in, but I can see only skills ranking, but no action to do. I don't know if others the same or
No. So what about now? You should be able to see the ranking.
not yet.
Okay, so let's try again with the chat.
Yep.
Just write down what is for you the first soft skills that a social entrepreneur should have. What do you think about it? So team building, empathy, leadership, troubleshooting attitude. Vision. Multitasking. That's true. Okay, so empathy got 2 votes. And then we have leadership, have a vision, mission oriented, multitasking, decision making. Okay. Ability to execute. Could you please explain it? Katarina, yes? Get stuff done. Okay, thank you. So it's a bit different from decision making. I mean, the decision is more about the guidelines and everything. Ability to execute. Okay. Okay, so thank you. This poor social entrepreneur should have a lot of soft skills. So let's see. I think that we can watch together the last video and then maybe we can talk a bit.
We can hear the video, but not you. We can't hear you, Dominique.
Yeah, sorry. So, I mean, we saw which kind of soft skills we will need in the future. And so I would like to get some impression. What do you think about it? I mean, 1 hour, maybe it's not enough to speak about social entrepreneurship and soft skills. So I try just to put inside all the things, some input that maybe can help you to understand. But if you want, for sure, I can send you an email with other example, because I saw that someone asked about other example. Okay, other organization like Ashoka, and for sure I can email other examples.
Actually, this is the reason why we jump to the lecture directly without a long introduction, simply because the topic that you presented today is a very hot topic, and I assume that we have a lot of question around it. So I can see in the chat there is a lot, and I
Yeah.
have in my mind some questions, and I am sure our colleagues here as well, they can just unmute themselves and they can ask or they can write in the chat their questions. So maybe there is one important question which is touch my need as well. What should be the business model for social entrepreneurship initiatives? How it should work in order to bring money? This is posted a bit early.
Which one?
It's by iPad. It posted around 4:31.
4:31.
Yeah.
Okay, what should be the business model for social entrepreneurship initiatives? This one?
Yes. So.
Okay, so I don't think, as I said before, I don't think that there is just one model for a social entrepreneurship. I mean, as we saw, there are a lot of social entrepreneurship that are different between each others. So the main feature for sure is the social impact to make the change. But how you can do it in different ways, and even the the business model could be different. We have social cooperative. It's easy to understand that kind of subject is a social entrepreneurship. But there are something different, like you see Tom's. It's just a business, shoes business, let's say like that. But it has a social impact, and they reinvest the profit in that aim, just to reach that aim. So I think that there are some main feature for sure, but I would not say that there is just one business model. I mean, from my point of view. I knew a lot of social entrepreneurship, even here in Sicily. They are very, very different, one from another. Trying to bring some example, but they are very different. I mean, sometimes even Lush. Do you know Lush?
Yes.
Lush, the one where it is considered a social entrepreneurship by some people because of their aim. Okay, at the beginning, when they, I think that they were 6 person co-founders who decided to create some different business in the makeup sector. it was different because of the work that they did on animals. So it had and keep on having a social impact, but it is a business.
Mm. Mm.
They for sure make money. So even the model could be different. For us or Ashoka, it's different. They work with public funds and something like that.
Mm.
It's so yes.
I have like a small question related to this. We are working with institutes in Edinburgh and in other institutes that are working for business, like they try to support business in society. And of course, business is something good because you are provide service for society. But they didn't get they invest money in companies, get money from their share, and then reinvest this money again in new business and so on. So they didn't get financial benefit for themselves, but they invest in business. So do you think can be considered as social entrepreneurship?
I think so, but I didn't get the point. I mean, this kind of business that they support, what kind of aim they have?
It's different. It's open.
Every sectors.
Everything, all the sectors.
Yeah, I think that
Should
it could.
it should arm of university, so they support anything that come out from the university.
Yeah, it could be considered
Okay.
social. Yeah, because they don't use profit for themselves. I mean, or just gain profit, but they reinvest profits in their business or
Yes.
other business. So
Yes.
it could be considered a social entrepreneurship.
So the main point for social entrepreneurship is not to get benefit for yourself, plus you give value for society.
Exactly.
Okay. But why we consider the example of this shoes that he has a firm of shoes that 1-to-1, if why we consider it as social entrepreneurship? Does he put all the benefit back to the company? Okay.
Yep.
So he didn't get anything from, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the one-to-one model is a method, but the business is what you said.
Mm. Yes, I got it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's try to the other questions.
Yeah, there is one question by Abed as well. It posted at 1622.
Okay, could you help me
Yes.
understand a company that sells?
Mm.
Yes. So the third example is important because I didn't say nothing about it, but even about workers. I mean, there is a particular kind of social entrepreneurship that could be that kind of entrepreneurs that decided to hire vulnerable people.
Mm.
They work with, so they have a social impact for sure. Okay, but what about profits? They don't reinvest their profits, so it's a bit tricky. I mean, they have a social impact for sure, But one of the main feature of the social entrepreneur for the law, I mean, they don't have it. So I think that for this kind of entrepreneurship, it depends on even on the law, the national law that you have, because of course we are speaking about social impact, values, and something like that. But the social entrepreneur has a particular kind of law in each country. So they have support from their country or not. It depends.
Actually, this is make a clear difference because I was about to ask you something. We had a deep discussion some weeks ago about the washing. You know, there is big companies that invest in environment or something like this just to claim they are with environment or to claim that they are supported society. But what you are saying now, it's a clear distinguish that the company should not get any money, any benefit, financial benefit from this project. It should be reinvested again into society.
Yeah, this is the main feature. I mean, for sure, do you know IKEA? Okay.
Yes.
So they have a part of their business that is dedicated to social purpose. Okay, but it's not a social entrepreneurship. Okay, so they have a part of their business that is dedicated to the vulnerable people. They do charity and something like that, but they cannot be considered as a social business.
I think Marco has a question and he would like to leave early. So please, Marco.
Yeah, yes, of course. First of all, thank you, Donny, for your participation. It was an interesting conversation. I would like ask you, what do you think about the relation between the social enterprise and bank as to regard the ESG, so the criteria to evaluate the social impact, environmental impact, but first of all, social impact of the social enterprise regarding their own territories and how it is considered in terms of credit sustainability by the banks for giving them credit and financial opportunities to develop their own organization. Considering your personal experience, for example, in your organization, what is the relation with the banks and financial opportunities when you demonstrate your social impact? Because it is an important aspect of the new finance and new way of giving credit to the organization in general, but I think the social benefit and social enterprises.
Okay, sorry, I think that I lost some words, but if I understand well, you asked about the relationship between bank and social business.
Yes.
So if we had support
how important is how important is to be social friendly, social impact oriented when you ask some money to the banks.
Okay, so sometimes it's not I mean an asset. let's say like this. So sometimes it's not an asset because some banks, they look at you like you are doing charity, so maybe you don't even know what it is, a business plan or something like that. But it depends, because here in Sicily, we had the opportunity to get money from banks. I mean, in these last years, I think 2 or 3 times, because they have some banks has a special fund for social business. Like in Intesa San Paolo, here in Italy, they have a special fund for social business. So they usually, I think, 1 or 2 times a year, they open a window to ask for funds. And only social business, they can do it. Of course,
Yes.
you have to present a project. And so you should have a business plan.
Mm-hmm.
But in that case, they value that social aim, the social impact that you can have, and for sure the sustainability that kind of action of project can have. This is very important for banks or even foundation that give you money. They are very interested in sustainability and to measure impact. In this, I think that during this last year, we had 4 projects financed by foundations, private foundations, and they are very interested in try to measure the impact that your action could have in the local context you are working in.
Okay.
So this is very important for them.
It could
But
be
not-
interested to. Sorry.
No, sorry.
No.
ahead.
It could be interesting to monitor what is the other banks that, for example, reduce the interest rates when you demonstrate the social impact of your project or your financial project. No, for example, the social impact bank of UniCredit is another example of social approach from bank side. And I think, I don't know what think about it my colleagues, but it would be interesting to give a report to the volunteers and other organization we map for know what is the banks can help the social organization and social enterprise.
Yeah, UniCredit, they have a program called Il Mio Dono. And with this kind of opportunity, they used to help local organization in doing some projects. It's a bit different from Intesa San Paolo, because you as organization, you have to have some votes, like 1,000 votes, and people can give money to you, even just €5 or €10. And if you are able to get, I don't know, like 200 votes, they will give you money.
Yeah.
I mean, UniCredit.
Yeah.
So it's a way to support social business in a way.
Okay.
But for sure, it could be useful to have a map of banks that can support. I think that a lot of banks, they support social business, but with specific funds.
Perfect. Thank you. I say you alone now because I have to leave in some minutes.
Thanks, Marco. I completely agree with you, Donny, that most of the banks now, most probably will go in this direction simply because they will apply this EU taxonomy. And as you know, that EU taxonomy, you have to invest in society somehow, or at least not to cause harmful to society. So I think many of the companies will dedicate some funds somehow towards this society action.
Yeah.
There is one question in the chat. Can a social entrepreneur draw salary from the company for the work they do as per law?
But you mean if the person they work down, they can have a salary?
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, in social entrepreneurship, it's not that you have just volunteers. You have workers, and they have salaries.
Yes. Yes.
That
it's
the
a company.
issue of reinvest. Yeah.
It's a company.
The issue of reinvest is just for profits.
Yes.
But
So,
salary is a cost.
Yes. So any operation cost, you can take it from the money that you get, but not to get financial benefit. You need to invest it back into society. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know if other
for our law. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if it's different like in United States. Okay. So
yeah. I don't know if other has any question, but I have one in my mind that you highlighted about. Actually, it was a discussion between me and a friend of mine 2 days ago about the social entrepreneurship and the AI. I don't know from where we started this discussion, but we got this discussion. Can AI and big data, artificial intelligence, can help in this society movement in general, and how?
Sorry, beg your pardon. Can
this new technology like artificial intelligence and big data and all of our social things that is coming just last few months can somehow help with this social challenge?
Yeah.
How do you think it?
Because
this
from
was
my point of view, it could help because it could make easier some process. So if you put this kind of digital innovation and something like that at the service of a social aim, it could support and it can change and have an impact for sure.
Yeah, and it can reduce cost even.
Yeah, for sure.
Maximize impact. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
And even I think that it's even an issue of time management.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
Because sometimes
the things that you will do in 1 hour, you can make it in 2 minutes.
Yep.
Yes, that's correct.
Even to prepare a presentation or just to ask for funds, doing an application. I mean, you can, of course, you review it because for you, the most important thing is social impact, social purpose. So for sure, you have to review it, but it can help.
Yes, completely agree. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. I don't know if
it was
anyone.
Really inspiring, even for me.
Yeah, anyone has any question or? No one. Good, great. So I really would like to thank you, Donny, for this great discussion. And as you said, 1 hour or 1 hour 20 minutes is not enough. The topic is very deep, and I really would like to thank you. Would like to thank Davida and Mirko for the organization, because in general this topic bring a lot to our project, that this is actually the core of the project, the society, and how we can take care of society. And one of the main aim of these seminars is to bring people who has experience as you and try to transfer this experience to academic and to students who may be not aware of such challenges. So thanks a lot. And I would like to thank all of our audience. And I think our next, I think we have a lecture on the 5th of December, if I remember correctly. But please
Yes.
keep your eye on the social media, our social media. And today or tomorrow we'll post this lecture and hope to see you there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I left my email address if you want to just write an email or ask for other suggestion about social entrepreneurship, and
Is it okay
I'm
for you?
available.
Is it
Okay?
okay for you to share the email with other?
Yes, I wrote in the chat.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
So thanks a lot.
Okay. So thank you so much. Have a nice evening.
Bye bye. Bye.
Thank you.